I was going to ask the Elizabeth Shue question, but it's already been asked. And I wonder if you visited with Elizabeth Shue while she's here at Comic-Con as well. Since that question also was taken, I wonder, Ralph, if you know that they still read The Outsiders in middle school. And so my daughter is a massive fan of yours also, and she watches 80s films with me all the time. She thinks you're so mean, Billy, if I may call you that.
You may call me that.
So,
because Johnny's sitting right next to you.
Okay, anyway, anytime I need her to do anything, all I have to do is refer back to The Outsiders, clean her room. She says no, and I say, do it for Johnny, and she'll clean her room. So, so my question is, have you guys seen or will see Elizabeth Shue while you're at Comic-Con?
How did we did The Outsiders, we came back. This is the first, I think I heard she's here. I have no, who knows? Who knows? Once again, more non-committal answers.
I am very excited for this question right now.
Nice! Yeah, boy. There he is, everybody.
My name is Justin. I have a question for Sensei and the rest of the crew. So the final fight in episode 10, it seemed to me like it was all one continuous shot. Was that planned, or was there any inspiration behind that?
Well, there was one section of the fight that was one continuous shot, and we wrote it into the script for a few different story beats to be going on in that one shot. And then when we turned it over to Hiro and Janelle to choreograph the fight, they ended up taking stuff that was before that continuous shot, and then after that continuous shot, they're like, we can make this go from this moment with Moon all the way through Stingray coming in. And that Stingray part in particular was sort of the big surprise that came last minute. But Hiro and Janelle, they saw that opportunity. As soon as they saw that we had a oneer in there, they were determined to make sure that it's the oneer of all oneers, that it would rival the kinds of fights that you see on superhero shows. And when they showed us the rehearsal, because they secretly have all the cast show up on the weekend and practice that oneer, we were just stunned with how long it was. And it was amazing to see it come together. We had such a short period of time to shoot that. And the fact that we were able to pull that off in 6 or 7 takes before it was done, because we had to move on as quickly as possible, it was phenomenal.
There was the Battle of the Bastards. There's a oneer in that I remember using as a reference point. But the thing is, it's all like Jon Snow, and so we like the idea of doing something like they do on Game of Thrones, but that shows multiple characters and multiple rivalries that we built throughout the whole season. So.
And we had, we highlight the stunt team, we highlight the actors, for everything, but one of the unsung heroes of that moment is the Steadicam operator, Chris Jones, who literally acquired the knowledge that we were doing that about an hour and a half before we did it, and walked the beats beat by beat with Hito, with Janelle. Okay, it's going to come here, and then Hawk's going to come through, and he's going to be a monster, and then he's getting thrown into a locker, and then there's a Texas switch, and the stunt guy comes in. And you have to avoid the stunt guy, and then Janelle's doubling Peyton, and then Peyton's getting back up, and all of this. He has to know where to turn, where to spin, how not to back into an actor, how to avoid the stunt teams that are coming in and out of those shots without the audience, being drawn to it. And you're watching this guy go, okay, we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna go, yep, okay, I'm listening there. And you're like, how the hell is this gonna work? And it just worked, and he got it, and he enabled the performers to do everything that you see on screen. And the fact that it only took 6 takes is unbelievable, frankly.
You make it sound so easy. Hi, what's your question?
I have a question for William and Ralph. What's your favorite Kung Fu movie? I would say what's your favorite karate movie, but I'm pretty sure what the answer already is.
I like Kung Fu Hustle. That's my favorite.
Kung Fu Hustle is pretty good. I haven't seen that many kung fu movies.
So we'll go
I'm going Kung Fu Hustle for
Different
200.
but same. Yeah, for 200.
Hello.
Hi, my question is for William Zabka for the relationship that you have with Miguel, which I totally love. I was just wondering, is blood thicker than water once you were going to try to help Robbie or Miguel?
That's a great question. I think that
Absolutely.
absolutely. Look at my son. You bet it. Yes, blood is thicker than water. Absolutely, but he loves both these guys. I mean, one Miguel gave him a chance. Miguel needs Johnny. He's feeling a part in Johnny's heart, and Johnny's feeling a part in Miguel's heart. It's a functioning give and take and a natural love that's happened. And Johnny and Robbie have had an estranged relationship for all this time. So yeah, I mean, Johnny would take a bullet for either one of these kids. When it comes down to it, I don't know. I mean, we'll see in the paper and what the circumstances are of why he would be in one place over the other. But as far as what happened in the show, he would take them both home and let them heal, give them some beer and some bologna, and take them for a cruise.
Turn on the
They'll all be good. Yeah, but blood is thicker than water. You're right, Tanner.
Hi, what's your question now?
I'm Kenny. I'm from here in San Diego. I was just wondering, will the show ever be released on DVD?
In some bootleg situations, it already is.
It's something that we know the fans are looking for, and it's something that we would love to see happen. So we're hopeful. I know there was a period of time where it didn't look like it would ever happen, and we're more optimistic than we were in the past, but there's nothing new to report at this moment.
Thank you for the question. All right, next up there.
Hi. First of all, thank you all of you for Cobra Kai. As a kid, Karate Kid meant a lot to me. I got picked on a lot in school, and Ralph and William, you were my everything for a really long time. But this. Is just for the creators, and I know you can't say if a character is going to come in, but is in this world, is Julie Pierce a part of the world that we have in Cobra Kai right now?
Yes. Yes, she's in the world. We've said it in interviews before, but any movie that has Mr. Miyagi in it, we consider something that happened in our world. So, we're not revealing anything, when or if, but we do think about that type of stuff.
We talk about whether or not the cartoon is canon. that it starts to fall apart a little bit, but
you may learn about that in season 3. We'll see.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure there were some push-ups happening there. Did I miss that?
My knuckles! That was for you, Sensei Lawrence!
My name is Craig, and I've been watching The Karate Kid ever since I was like 6, 7 years old, and it was all thanks to my father, and our family loved the film. Now, I have a question for all of you guys. Now, this is about your training regimen. What were the most challenging things that you had to go through, and what were like some of the least painful moments, or most, if I may say so myself? Sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm standing in front of greatness right now.
Toughest training moments.
Tanner, you want to kick this one off?
Oh yeah, it's definitely when Hito and Janelle just put us in the trailer, and we have a dojo trailer, that's where we train. And they make us all go up against the wall. This is, don't let your minds roam. Spread our legs. And then we actually have to stretch. We usually stretch at least, usually anywhere from like 15 to 25 minutes of just in that position, and you're in so much pain. And Janelle and Hito are walking around laughing.
They make it worse too. They come and put their hands on your legs and push them further down. And they wait till you are settled there for a few minutes, and then they push them further. And they just keep us going.
Yeah, so I'd say that's probably the most painful training. I don't know if anybody has.
Why didn't you guys say anything? I didn't know you guys were being tortured.
Other than
I know there's child abuse going on.
We were doing it for you guys.
we kept our mouth shut. We just kept on working. No, but
We're
Tanner and I
intimidated.
had one fight sequence that we learned while they were lighting the shot. So we shot all the language, all the lines, all the scene up to that point, and then they were like, okay, now go ahead and step through the fight. And we're like, what? We don't know the fight. And they were like, no, just rehearse it. Just like step through it real quick. And we're like, no, we don't know it. Like we have not learned it. And they were like, okay. So they started setting up the lights, and Tanner and I ran into the Cobra Kai dojo. Actually, we were traders for like a second, and we trained that fight over and over again. So that one was pretty physically painful in the sense that we did not have the time to learn to restrain ourselves. So we were throwing all those punches, like as some of them land pretty wide, just because we did not have time to protect ourselves. So we both ended up pretty black and blue after that one. How was the easiest? What was the easiest?
I was about to say, there's not really, I wouldn't say there's an easy one. One of the harder ones, I totally lost my train of thought. One of the harder, so in season 1, there's this montage where I am learning kicks and learning how to dodge things with baseballs and all that, and there's a couple of scenes in season 1 where I'm just doing push-ups. And I really underestimated how hard push-ups were when you have to do them take after take. I think we did 2 takes, max.
You're right.
I think we're okay.
All right.
Is that the Time's Up ringer?
It is counting down. We're almost there, but I think we can finish up here.
I did maybe 15 push-ups, and I was dead. It was so hard. I got really stage fright when it came to doing push-ups on camera, and they could definitely see it. They were like, "Okay, the first 5 were good. We'll move on to the next one. We'll move on to the next location. How do you do push-ups somewhere else?"
All right, I'm going to take that little crackle as a sign and say you, my friends, are our last question. Oh, I know, right there. I'm not sending you away. Make it a good one. Pressure's on.
My name's Anthony. This question's for Miguel. I have a bet with my friend, and I want to know how to properly pronounce her name. Is it Zolo or Cholo?
This is actually a great question. My name is spelled, you can see it right here, it's Xolo. It's a little funky, it's Aztec, it means the North Star. It's Nahuatl, actually. Yeah, zoom in right here. XOLO. So it's pronounced Xolo Maridueña. For anyone that's...
It's taken me 3 seasons to kind of get it right.
A name you're going to want to know and remember. Don't applause yet, because I want to say thank you to everybody here, but I also want to let you guys know, you have to tell everybody you know about Cobra Kai, and there's a really cool thing happening very soon. So you're going to be able to binge all of season 1 completely free, starting August 29th, and then on top of that, season 2 episodes are going to start dropping weekly for free beginning September 11th. So you can all rewatch them. You can tell everybody you know about the show. And now, give a big round of applause for this team right here.
Thank you all, Mercy. See you at the dojo.